Laney Black Student Union last year. And so we record every month on the 9th floor on the program with Peralta TV. And so that's our folks here, Tim and Aaron from 9th Floor Radio. They do a wonderful job here. So we have a wonderful program for Black History Month here today. It's related to the Black History Month theme for 2009, which is called The Quest for Black Citizenship in the Americas. And so the idea was for our panelists who have, our esteemed panelists who have some very unique experience, something similar, but to talk about the theme, how it relates to their fields, their life experiences, and their work. But just to put a little context onto the theme. So Black History Month, a lot of people will always say, you may hear some black folks say, oh yeah, they got us, they tricked us. They tricked us into getting the shortest month of the year, for Black History Month. It's only 28 days, sometimes 29. But the reality is that it's come a long way since it started. It began with Dr. Carter G. Woodson, who started the Negro History Week. And since that time, it's continually evolved into what it is now. And it's kind of like the struggle of the folks of African people in this country, where it's always been an evolving struggle. So in these times, you hear a lot of hoopla about the first black president of the United States of America, an amazing accomplishment. But to put some context on it, for a long time, there's been strong African leadership from pharaohs, kings, queens, empires, and Mali and beyond, to other leadership, whether it's Nat Turner, Harriet Tubman, Frederick Douglass, Yassine Touah. So it's all of these leadership that we don't know about, and it's because a lot of history was stolen when we were kidnapped and brought here. And so part of these programs, Black History Month, is to reconnect people with the history, with the culture, with the language that was lost. But it's our spirit that survives, that keeps us moving forward. And so I just want to add the freedom, justice, and equality piece. You always hear those words, and that's really been the cause of African people in this country, from Frederick Douglass, Sojourner Truth, Harriet Tubman, on that mission for freedom, for wanting to be free, to the Malcolm X's, the Ballad of the Bullet, wanting justice. King was a drum major for justice, and to ultimately trying to have equality, trying to have the dream of all people being equal and being treated equal and not based on their skin color. And so now with Barack Obama, a discernible African man who's president of the quote-unquote free world, whose ancestors were considered property, who could not vote, who were counted as 3/5 of human beings. So it's been an amazing evolution in this country, and we hope to continue moving forward, because many of us are mindful that although we do have a black president, we have Oscar Grant, who are being killed, Adolph Grimes, and numerous other people who are still symbols of the oppression that exists. So what I'd like to do briefly is bring up President of Laney College, say a few remarks, and then we'll get to our panel here. So please give it up for Dr. Frank Chong.
Thank you, Reginald. I want to welcome all of you to this wonderful panel here today. I want to particularly thank Tamika Brown, who's our new superstar. She came in here last year in an interview and said, if I'm hired, Dr. Chong, I'm going to bring all these activities to the college, and we're going to bring all these leaders, and I'm going to talk to my husband who works at Stanford and bring all these Stanford folks. And I was just like amazed at her energy and her commitment. And from the day she arrived on our doorsteps, I would take full credit for her hiring. and I went, Ellie, who will tell you this, I came into his office one day and I was really, really excited. He said, what's the matter, Frank? The Eagles win a football game? I said, no, I found this superstar faculty member that's going to make a difference in putting African American studies in the place it should have at Laney College because of its historical context and not just looking at how we work at African American studies, but Asian American studies, and Latino studies, and Native American studies, and people of color. So I just want to say that thank you so much, Tamika, for your energy and your commitment to our community. So let's give it up for her. And I'm just so thrilled that the champs have found the time, and Mr. Bracey and Mildred, to come before you today and hear about their experiences, their stories, and their perspectives. We have a lot to learn from these folks. And so without further ado, I just want to welcome all of them to Laney and let them go at it. Thank you. And thank you, Reginald, for putting this together yourself, because you're one of the bright young leaders that's going to be inhabiting my office and hopefully not in the too very near future.
Yeah, it's a nice view up there too. Give you some time with it. No, thank you, Dr. Chong. And so now I'd just like to get into our panel. I believe you know these beautiful folks that are here. Starting right here on your right, my right too, is Chancellor Reggie Harris. He's the Chancellor of the 4 District Peralta Colleges, and he was formerly the Mayor of Oakland, State Assembly member, and has done a lot of work in the community. And so we really are grateful for you being here. Thank you. To his left is Jim Bracey. He's currently the Associate Vice Chancellor of Student Services. Last year he was the VP of Student Services here, Vice President of Student Services. Actually, the Dean earlier this year. He's done a lot of things in a short time here at Peralta, and I believe retired from Mission, or is it Solano College. So we're very happy to have him here as well. To his left, we have Ms. Mildred Lewis, who is the care and EOPS coordinator here at the campus. Just care. And that work hand in hand together. And she's also taught as a humanities professor here, which I found out later. So just amazing amount of experience and work that she does with a very important population of students here at this campus. So we want to thank you for coming. So finally, to the left, I think Dr. Chong did a good introduction of our newest African American Studies professor here, hailing from recently San Jose City College. That's where I met her. Actually, 2 years ago, there was a conference here at Laney College with all like Black student union organizations in the state, and she was the advisor at San Jose City College. And so I'm really glad that you are here today. And got to see a very spirited debate in her last class. Love to have a forum on that. But anyway, please welcome Tamika Brown. And so what we'll do, we're going to have our panelists make a couple of opening statements, and then we'll go into a couple of questions that I have, and then we can go into any questions you folks in the audience have.